other organizations, they charge application fees,
Oh
registration fees. It's terrible. It's sad because you're spending hundreds of dollars, and then sometimes they put the money in the pocket, and where's they going to opportunity? Guess what?
yeah.
They took the money and run.
That part. That is so true. I think this game has a setup to take advantage of the naive people. Artists of all creativity walks of life want to be somebody, or trying to push and be ambitious in this world, but then you have people who are in this entertainment industry who are experienced and know the game, but you're not helping them, you're not teaching them, you're not giving them the resources. You're actually taking advantage of them. Do you know what I'm saying? Taking them for money when you know that they're hustling and trying to like grind to get to the top. No one's exposing them to the behind the scenes business part of it so they can have a better understanding of their finances, their brand within themselves, marketing and things like that. We need that as a community because that's the only way we're going to be able to take this big old demographic of entertainment, which we all have, and help each other. Do you know what I'm
That's
saying? Because the
true.
music industry is not.
That's true because look, the thing with our organization, you ain't gonna have to worry about application fees. You ain't gonna have to worry about registration fees. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that.
Mm-hmm.
For a good opportunity, you come out here for an audition, like what we see, and then like what we see. The next step, you get a call back from me personally, and the next step, I'm gonna meet with you, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll go over a modeling contract, and everything is everything what we do. Like I was say about the contracts, but everything that we have that we're offering for movies, TV, everything is fair, everything is firm.
Mm. Okay. Okay. And then with that, do you see it being like a travel
We're
with your
gonna see
girls and
travel in the future.
international something?
Yeah, we want to explore it. Our goal somewhere down the line next year, we definitely want to do Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and also we're gonna have some of our models appear on checking out the album. So that's gonna be lots of fun, and
Okay.
you want to give exposure as much as possible.
Right.
And see, the problem with different modeling organizations, they don't have a type of brand of networking or connections. That's what the trouble with other organizations. They'll say, okay, well, let's go, let's see if we can get money off of this person here or
Right.
there.
Exactly.
And they say, oh, you know, because I tell people, any type of business, entertainment, music, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
production, do your research.
Oh yeah.
I tell people that all the time. Do your research. Read a book. And people just want to rush into it. Oh, I want to get that money. Oh, I want to get that paper. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
But the most important thing to all you business owners, entrepreneurs out there, if you guys listening, I'm asking you, read or write. All your information is at the library. Questions and answers, how to start a company, how to
Mm-hmm.
start a production company.
Yep.
Everything
Everything.
is out there. Use the resources. And because you're not going to get the truth for anybody else because people would like to sugarcoat these things.
Yeah.
If you go to any type of seminar or whatever, but the information is good, the information is useful. My advice to you, all young entrepreneurs out there, young
Mm-hmm.
men and women, hustle your ass, get to the library. You're gonna get all the answers. You're gonna get all the resources you need.
I just did a week over this weekend a seminar. Amazing. It was through the Urban Digital Network. Shout out to Urban Digital Network for allowing the YSG Network family as well as Coffee Brown Entertainment to be a part of something big. And with those 3 days of seminar, it was basically a panel of experienced people in the industry on all walks of levels, from as an artist, from executives, production, um, like book writers, radio stations, everyone was there. And each day had a specific seminar about something. So I went on the one on Friday. There was this one seminar that had to do with indie artists. Now, what you could say indie artists, even if you're in the whole modeling freelance and situation, this pertains to you because you have to work your butt off anyways to get those jobs. So they kept asking a question. They said, well, what does it all take? Like, what do you have to do to be an indie artist? And they kept saying, well, you got to work, diligently, and you have to have dedication and ambition. And then someone asked again, well, how much does that cost? Like, and then it's like they couldn't find an answer broad enough to give, like, a hungry artist. So in my head, I'm thinking, like, you know what? You have to take and dissect that. When they say that you have to starve and want it, meaning basically not everything costs how you are able to barter or, find connections or resources, right? So say, for instance, you're a music artist and you're a singer, right? You want to look good on stage. You want your body to be right. You want to be able to hold the mic and keep those dance moves. So that means you're going to be going to dance classes. You're going to be working out. You're going to go to vocal training. As an artist, you're going to be sitting there trying to get your vocabulary, your metaphors. You're going to be writing more. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be listening to great hip hop OGs back in the day who really was spitting some rhymes and things like that. You will go and do your research. Even if you're a model, you're going to go and look back to some of these top models in the industry. Even if you find one particular person that was a mentor, you like their hustle and how they came up in the game, read up on their story and what struggles that they took. Those are all those things that you utilize as an independent artist and are, so that when the time has come to present yourself as a brand to someone who wants to sponsor you or, invest in you, they can see that, okay, you know what? They didn't just sit back and expect a handout or instant gratification. Like, oh, because I do this, you should hire me. Or, you know what I'm saying? No, they're going to look at your work ethic and say, okay, you put the work in. Okay, you know what? I'm willing to help you now because you've shown me that dedication. You've showed that ambition. And it goes to whatever it is you're doing. Like you said, if you don't know, there is Google. There is the internet. There is no excuse.
Yes, I want to bring up something. I see so many youngsters, they sell their CDs at a Starbucks. Oh, could you go buy my CD? Could you go buy my CD?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people don't want to be bothered. Like, man, come on, I don't want to buy you stuff, man. I'll buy my CD. Look, I got these songs up in there and stuff like that. People don't want to be bothered by that. I'm sure all you youngsters are listening. And also, they do the same thing in Hollywood. Trying to say, buy my CD, pro. See the problem with these youngsters that's trying to sell these CDs in Hollywood or trying to sell these CDs at a Starbucks. Their problem is they don't have the resources. They don't think about the information that's out there. They don't think about that. Or I can get by, or I want to get my music out there. I'm trying to do my hustle. And sometimes they're going to try to present their music to the record label executive and say, here, could you pass on the CD? I want you to listen to it. And the producer say, like, okay. And, the next thing, they can throw it right in the trash. Like, I want to hear this garbage. They just throw it right away. Like, I want to hear that. I'll say, what was good on there? And sometimes they might want to listen to it and they're like, this CD's going right to the trash. Who the heck want to hear that person, his or her music? I ain't got time for it. It's garbage. And, I say, I want something presentable.
So I'm getting some technical feedback so that you could come closer to the mic so they can hear you a little bit.
All right. So, like I said,
or you can pull it towards you a little bit more so it can be easier.
Now I'm gonna say it again.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna say it again, because let's say when artists present their CDs and to a record label executive, say or sometimes here, check out my CD. Tell me what you think. I want to get that deal out there. And then the record label executives say, like, hey, I might like to hear it. And sometimes, they'll hear it or sometimes they don't have time to hear it. They do, they go throw it directly in the trash. It's like, this stuff could be garbage. I don't want to hear it, know. And I heard this already. It's the same thing, and why don't these rappers or these artists come up with something different? Why you always got to be on a damn boat on a music video? What's the purpose of that? Flashing your money. I got money on my mind. These girls on my side. On my side.
No,
come on. How many times people want to hear that? People want to hear the way hip hop used to be, and that music is coming back. Public Enemy or Special Ed or or all the other artists that made music like MC Shan. Music like that makes sense. People like to listen to that. Music that makes sense because, people talk about racism, police brutality, NWA, Kanye West, they write music. They tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people go out there and buy their CDs. Ice Cube too, because people wants to hear the music that's telling the truth.
Yeah.
And all you youngsters out there, you got to hear that, But people getting tired of hearing the the bitches and hoes, all that stuff. People get tired of hearing that, Oh, you got a nice behind. I want to see you take off your panties, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It gets
that's garbage.
distorted in what truth and the reality of like we as people are. We're so much more into it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I understand what you're saying in that industry. I in my game, that's all the music we hear. Like that's it. Hey, turn it over to this and this and this. But I mean, I get to the point to where sometimes I have to filter it. Meaning I have
Right.
to go and listen to some R&B or Sade or something to like keep my mental separated from being distorted with all that. Because
Yeah.
it does get into your mental. Like it's some program in there, and the next thing you know, you doing some ratchety stuff too. Like what the hell? Oh
I go
man,
back.
that music bring out the ratchetness in you.
Yeah, I go back to stuff like Curtis Blow or the Sugar Hill Gang. That's the type of music I listen to. Toddy T, Dougie Fresh, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince. People like to listen to music like that because when you doing music like that, it's storytelling.
Yeah.
It's storytelling. But all that crap that's out there today. Come
But
on.
it does have to do with the label itself. Like they're gonna push that more because it's gonna sell more.
Yeah.
And then you understand too the generation that's actually purchasing this product. It's not really our people as much. It's actually a lot of suburban kids.
Yeah.
that
I'll
are
tell
doing
you,
it.
the best rap song, I know some of you may not heard it. Rapper Forte, I'll Be Around.
Hey,
That song,
Rap Forte, shout out to my people.
yeah, that song to this day is still strong because Rapper Forte talk about the truth on that song because he said why blacks are killing each other, their own worst enemy. If you haven't heard that song, pop it up on YouTube. Rapper Forte, I'll Be Around. He talks about how we're struggling, all that stuff, how come we become successful. You got to hear that song. It's to this day. This song is over 20 years old, but today the truth is still strong on that song today.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Man, oh man, that's crazy. But I just hope in time that we can get it together as a whole and community and do something again. Like we have had that. Don't get me wrong. Like we can go as far back into the 1920s when we had Black Wall Street and we,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, as a community was
Oh my
doing
God,
something and
yeah.
like, we had our own banks, we had our own schools. Like we was, doing our thing with
All
no
movie
other
theaters,
type
yeah.
of substance. And then when that did happen, unfortunately, because of how they felt at that time, I think as a community has just been kind of just like, well, wait a minute, if we get you too big, maybe they'll knock us down again. And we just got to be unfearful of that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? America was set up basically to be a business. So when you look at it from that perspective, everything that you do is about business,
Right.
right?
True. Yeah, we had everything. We had our own businesses. It was so many of them, all clubs, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Everything was there, but not no more. Everything was segregated. But we still have black-owned businesses. We got
Oh,
we
yeah.
got to support them.
It's just about supporting. Like I said, that'd be good. Maybe we could put like a little sheet. How about this? A lot of people out there, if you're black business owned, we would love to have a network resource sheet. That just came to my head right now as we speak. Send us your info to ysgnetwork1@gmail.com and we'll put out a resource list of black owned businesses so that we can share and have up on our website so we can support each other. That would be something really
That's
dope.
true. Because there's so many like trophy shops.
Mm-hmm.
I said, wow, I definitely
Mom
want
and
to hit
pop
back.
type shop.
Yeah, trophy shops. Also, the Texas Barbecue King in South Los Angeles.
Hey.
Oh, this is just so delicious. Somebody just brought it up yesterday. I said, I got to go back to that place. Right on
Making me
54th
hungry
to
now.
Vermont. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay, that's dope. Okay. And also now let's talk about your radio. I know we were talking about you did a couple of interviews on some other stations, but that whole background and what you're doing with that,
Okay.
And what was it? Blog
Okay.
radio.
I'll talk about the Friday Night Jam.
Mhm.
Okay, Friday Night Jam is our nationally syndicated internet radio show,
Mhm.
and we're on Blog Talk Radio every Friday night. So right now, we're on hiatus,
Okay.
and we're coming back in the fall as we celebrate our fourth season.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Friday Night Jam, what we do on the shows is we interview guests,
Mhm.
and we encourage them to like we interview them and talk about your actors, models, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And some people had their share of struggles, and they share with us on the air.
Mhm.
Though my co-host is Baggy Uplifted Jackson.
Hey.
Jackson. My
Shout
guest
out.
co-host is Jenny Lynn.
Shout out.
Okay, and also our new entertainment reporters is Shanna Eccles and Laura Marion.
Okay. Got a
Yeah,
team over there.
yeah. Because Friday Night Jam, what we do a platform every Friday night. We kick it off with a motivational gospel song,
Okay.
and sometimes my co-host and I we say certain words and what's based on the music and how people are struggling
Mhm.
and all that stuff, and we give a lot of feedback, and we encourage people whatever that you want to do in life, go for it. You got to make that move.
Yeah.
You got to make
That
it happen.
you have that fear, just like, oh man, I want to do it, but it's the action behind it. Of course, it starts with an idea, a thought,
Right.
but then you have to be like, okay, let me put it down in writing. If that helps, write it down. You know what I'm saying? And set the goal, like, okay, by this time I want to accomplish this or do this. And then you can see it actually manifesting because opportunities is going to come your way. Like, you have a clear path to what you want and what you're trying to do. Makes it easier.
Right. And some of the past guests on our show, their lives have changed.
Mhm.
Even my co-hosts, some of my co-hosts, their lives have changed. Like Maggie, she has a successful makeup line called Strobe Beauty,
Oh, that's beautiful.
and she has her own different set of lip gloss,
Okay.
selling very well. I'm proud of you, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie, I love makeup and all, so if you want to do a test on me,
Strobe Beauty, yeah.
hey, Strobe
I'm
Beauty, shout
a
out.
holler at her. Matter of fact.
Yeah, we do something. We got a little
And-
mixer. We need a makeup artist. I would
Yeah,
love to talk
yeah,
to
she's
her.
in the ATL, so
Oh, you
yeah,
need to
she'll
come
make
out
some
to
arrangements.
Cali.
I'll talk to her. She's my co-host. She's the best co-host I ever have.
Oh, okay.
And also Jenny Lynn. She also just completed a film called Policias, and
Okay.
also that's going to be on. They're also working on pitching it to Netflix, Hulu,
Okay.
and also she's doing a couple other projects. And also in the Hawthorne area today, she's doing a music video.
Okay.
I don't know what it's all about.
Oh,
And also my new entertainment reporter, Shannon Eccles. She just joined the show. She has her own production company called Press On Through Productions.
okay.
And also they're also going to have plans to work on their next project. And also my good friend Laura Marin. She also has a show called Long Beach Life
Oh, okay.
for TV, and she also has a show called Long Beach Life on the radio. And also she's also getting ready to work on her own documentary, and she also has plans to write a book.
Okay. Look at
Yeah,
that.
so
You
that's
got
what's going on
power team on you.
with myself and my co-host, and also and some of the past guests that we have on our show. Their lives has changed.
Mm.
They
Tell
moved
us
up.
what's something you can share with me.
Okay, so my guests was Pam Powell. She's a talk show host,
Mhm.
and now after the show, she's also the motivational speaker. She got offered a couple of movie deals,
Mhm.
and also she's also just signed a contract with a modeling agency,
Okay.
and she also got another movie offer. So
Okay.
yep, and also we also had Lakia Brown on
Mhm.
our show, and she's doing successful things now. She has a radio show, and she's also with the RB models, and she
Mhm.
have other things going, and she also involved the community. And
Mhm.
congratulations to you, Lakia. And like I said, so many guests that we had on the show, their life has changed because of Friday Night Jam. Because people want to look for that next path. Because
Mhm.
this show is it. Because people want to find a way to connection, and we just tell them what to do,
Mhm.
and just overcome your fears.
Mm.
Get out of that
box.
System. Get out of that
So that
procrastination. You got to get out. You got to move forward with your dream and say, hey, you know what? I had enough. This is my time. Because I tell people, look, if you're talking about you're going to do this next year, it may not be next year. You got to stop making excuses.
mm,
Number one, your time is now. If you want to become a producer, a filmmaker, a writer, director, you want to do something like Coffee Brown is doing. You might want to do something like what I'm doing, But the goal is your time is now. Stop talking about it. Stop running your mouth on social media. Quit being jealous of what other people are
mm-hmm.
doing. Just be you.
Do
Get
you?
yourself out there, and you need to build a platform. That's why I'm talking to you, all you knuckleheads and all you young girls. Stop chasing all that BS going out there. Cut all these friends. Cut the fake people. Cut them
Just
loose.
speaking some truth.
Do something with your life. If those of you can't read or write, get a tutor. Pick up a book. Get somebody to help you read. Get somebody to help you write. Get all the information out there. Get all the resources out there. Stop being lazy. Stop watching talk shows. Stop smoking that
Maury
weed.
and
Stop playing
Baby
these video
Daddies,
games.
Sherry Springers.
Stop stop watching these talk shows. Do something with your life. If I were you, don't talk about I want to start tomorrow. Start now.
That's some good wisdom right there that he just told you. And not every day do you get to hear positive affirmation and support. Just on a faithful prayer, you don't know who's watching and who needs that encouragement today because they probably woke up saying, oh my God, I'm trying to do all this and it's too much. Every day is going to take some time.
It
But
is.
it's about you keep putting that work ethic. Because I know I'm going to give you 100, and that's just regarding my car accident I had in 2005 with broken legs.
Wow.
For me to be where I'm at, moving, walking, like, I agree 100% with you. Every day I had to wake up, get my boot on my little leg, get my
Right.
cane and walker, and walk myself because if I did it, no one else was going to do it. And I could have played the victim role, oh, my legs, or all this and this, but
Right.
it's the mental strength to push past that. And that's what inspires me to give back or to encourage people to, it doesn't matter, just do it.
Yeah, that's true. And let me say another thing. Start like Dr. Martin Luther King said. Everything start with start planning a blueprint. You have to do that, a blueprint. And also everything your goals and dreams. Get a notebook, a pen and paper. Start writing your vision. Start writing your goals. Start writing your dreams. Write it down. Write it.
Yes.
What are your plans? What are your visions? What are your goals? What you want to do for the community? You have to do something. See, the thing that I want to do in 2018, when I'm doing other stuff, the things that I want to do for the community is like we want to do workshops. We want to do film workshops, how to do a screenplay, how to write a script, how to cast actors, and all that stuff. And you folks that's listening, get a pen and paper ready. That you guys live in the Los Angeles area, I'm going to give you some information about the RBE Entertainment Open House, which is coming up on July 8th. So within the next 5 minutes, find a pen and paper, and I will give you some information. And of course, Coffee Brown will be in the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna be posting it, sharing the events, the ladies and models out here. I definitely encourage you to come and, audition with us. There's so much in store that I myself personally am aboard. I'm ready to showcase and put things out there with you
Yeah.
guys.
And those you come attend this first come, first serve.
Yeah.
Free pizza,
You
free
pizza.
water. Make sure you coming down for that. But
Hey,
just don't come
what-
for the food.
Yeah, let's say, what audition can you come to? They're gonna give you some food to make sure you good. Like other
Yeah.
times, it's not like that.
Yeah, just
Go
don't
get the
come.
food.
Yeah, just don't come for the
For the food.
food. Come for the knowledge. Come for the information. That's what it's all about. So I'm gonna give you folks 5 minutes, and I'm gonna give you guys some information where it's gonna be held. So
So, you also have, now when I say this is a multitaskable person, you also have a screenplay, right?
also right now I'm getting ready to do my first film called Checking Out
See?
the Islands, the movie.
Okay.
It's a short film, and it's about I'll say a little bit about the project. is like we're gonna go on a vacation trip,
Uh-huh.
and
Like,
it
are we there
is
yet?
for a reason. And then for a reason, I won't say much about it. Then everything turn goes wrong. So it's gonna be a different film. It's gonna be entertaining, and also the film just got picked up. We're gonna be screening it coming up in November in the Art Theater in Long Beach, California. So I'm really
Hey,
excited.
that's what's
And
up.
it's gonna be seen on the small screen first, and later DVD and also in television. So it's lots of fun. So I'm real excited because you have to do things. And some people might ask you, oh, okay, well, Edgar, do you have any connections? And I said, absolutely not. I tell people, start marketing, networking, and promote yourself. That's
Hmm.
what you got to do. A lot of people ain't gonna give you information. I say, especially me. When you listen to Friday Night Jam, our shows, we give you the information. Now, if you want to listen to the past shows, our website is
Hey.
www.blogtalkradio.com/RBE Radio Network. Again, it is www.blogtalkradio.com/RBE Radio Network. And you can listen to any of our past shows and be inspired, be motivated. And every at the end of the show, we always put a smile on your face when we're wrap up our program.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go on a cool break. We have a couple of segments, videos that Edgar shared with us, so I want to definitely get you guys to be able to see that. So we're gonna go on break and come back in about 5 minutes, and then we got some visuals to show you. We got the casting call we did. That was one of them.
No, that was the first RB Bottles video that we
Okay.
ever did. That was the first time we did a video shoot, and I will share that. We'll maybe do that when we come back from break.
Okay, we're gonna go on break. All right, guys.
Commercial.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Where you at with it?
Right here at the Witnesses on Crenshaw. What's up?
Oh yeah, man, we got the pool party jumping the garden. I'm on you with it?
Over, come scoop me.
Man, I'm on MW, bro.
Alright.
Official on the
Throw my foot up on the brakes. Tell baby, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't stunning these hating, bro. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't worried about these gold diggers.
I tell them bow down, like they straight praying. 96 on pod die, still trying to find some changes. I've been moving up, I've been moving way up. I would never sell my soul for a couple little bucks. She see me, she grouping. I see her, I'm moving. Cause I'm never with the fake stuff till I bow down to the movement. On the wave, yeah, I'm grooving. She want me, can't do it. Team headed to the top like it's JetBlue, we booming. They call me the Prince of LA. If you not down, then why you hit in my space? Only rocking with the real, everything got the feel. And I'm waving off vibes, so you know what's the deal.
Telling me she need me. In the garden full of snakes, tryna look out for the snakes. Look out for the snakes. Put my foot up on the brakes. Tell baby, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't stunning these hating, bro. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't worried about these gold diggers. Bow down, bow down. Flying with my top back, 4 Giottos wrapped around Pirellis that be rough flat. I can paint a picture talking Nicky with a dumb flat. Talking with my Honda, homemade but on chef it up like Benny Hondas. Roscoe's Waffle House is definitely where you can find us. Jizzle with the flow, cool breeze, no Bahamas. And we're getting to the money on my 100, 100, 100, 100. I get to the digits, the top, they running. They was empty with it, get with it like nothing. I'm ready to be hating, but he was just riding through weed, telling me she need me. In the garden full of snakes, trying to look out for the snakes.
tree sway. Grinding for the money, I would never care what she say. Pockets filling up, birds got my stuff on replay. The buzz going up, girls flying through the doorway. I would never do you wrong, I would never treat you wrong. Girl, you try to play me, better double think about it. All your friends bound down, you see who the man now. Girl, you tryna come back, I gotta think about it. You slide in my DM, I leave you on red and act like I didn't see it. Don't wanna talk to you, don't want no part of you, cause you like the rest. Honey, you got too comfortable.
In the garden full of snakes, tryna look out for the snakes. Look out for the snakes. Look out for the brakes. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't stunting these hating bro. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't worried about these gold diggers. Bow down, bow down.
Where you at with it?
Right here at the Witnesses on Crenshaw. What's up?
Oh yeah, man, we got the pool party.
Hello, hello, mic check, hello, hello, mic check, hello, hello. Hey, we are back with Edgar. How you doing, Edgar?
I'm blessed to be on the radio. Thank you, Coffee.
You're welcome. Definitely thank you for coming on the show.
No problem. Okay, folks, if you guys had that pen and paper radio, I'm going to give you the information about the RBE Entertainment Open House, which is, again, happening on Saturday, July 8th from 12 to 2 p.m. It's going to be at Blazing 94.2 Studios. Mm-hmm. The address is 539 South Rampart in Los Angeles, California. So, again, it's going to be Saturday, July 8th from 12 noon to 2 p.m. 94.4 Blazing Radio Studios is 539 South Rampart Avenue in Los Angeles, California. So don't you dare miss it from 12 to 2 o'clock. And also, I'm going to be doing a brief Q&A from 1:30 to 1:45, and I'll do a little presentation, talk about how I got successful, and then we're going to do some Q&A. If you guys have some questions, you can feel free to talk to me about it.
Yeah, if you got questions, write them down. Even if you got them down, be like, wait a minute, I might forget. Just write them down. Have a list and come prepared. Like, if you're really hungry for this life and the passion behind what you do, regardless of what you do, make sure you are prepared.
I agree with that. That's
clothes. True. Definitely, if you come into a modeling audition, because the last one we had, there was an unfortunate young lady who was not what exactly, or let's just say, followed directions. She didn't have the right clothing attire.
Oh my
God! She
God!
wasn't made up visual.
The George Jetson
look.
Boots.
And then she had some not heels. We wanted to have stiletto heels, or at least something to show your walk. And it was not a great thing. And it's not a discouraging thing saying that, if you don't feel it, you have it. Don't. Just come prepared. Anytime you come to an audition, just look good, have face, hair, makeup ready, and bring some extra heels if you don't come in the heels, because we definitely want to see your walk in the heels.
Yeah, that's the most important thing when you come into audition. I'm a cool person, but I'll tell you, I'm very strict. If you're not prepared, I can have that look on my face, and like you might see my face red like a hot potato. Yeah, and then my face be like Mr. Potato Head. Oh yes, can I bring up something?
Yeah.
I've been saying this before lots of times. When these rappers, these hip hop companies or whatever, or they want to do a party, and what they do, they use a model's picture without permission.
Yeah.
And the fact is, I say, wait a minute, these models, they should be compensated for it. Mm-hmm. They should get paid for using their face on their poster. Mm-hmm. And I said, it should be some type of contract. Say like, okay, let's see, I want to use Coffee Brown's picture for my next event, and let's say, okay, well, I would like to pay you $250 for using your image, and it should be in some type of contract.
Right. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day, because time. People don't think of it as the time. They think of everything other than a person's time. And as a model, we have to invest in makeup and clothes and hair. That's just for our own photo shoots if we're coming. But unless you're providing the clothes, do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe there's a barter, a trade for pitch. Hey, I want you to wear these clothes and you get your pitch. But just in general, if someone comes to you and say, hey, I like your look, I'm going to do a photo shoot with you and da-da-da-da. Yeah.
That's cool. But here's another thing. I just want to say something about that. Okay, it's cool to do photo shoots for free with a photographer. It's cool, but don't overdo it. Mm-hmm. If it's for the third time, just I said, look, man, I won't mind doing it, but it's time for me to get paid. Let's work out a contract agreement, and let's put something in writing. If anybody wants to try to use my image, we need to put something in writing about that too.
That's true. Where are these images going? Again, a lot of the photographers will take your pictures and you'll get your edits too, but some of them, depending on if it's their project, they're going to use your image for financial gain, whether it's promotion of their product or a billboard or a flyer or something. So you got to make sure you know where your intellectual property is going. So if they do say that, okay, main question is, where are these pictures going to go?
That's true. It let's say I'll do it, but let's put something in writing.
Right.
Let's see where it's going to go to, and I want my rights. Now, if you use any of my pictures, I would like to be compensated for it. I would like to get paid.
That's a game for you, ladies.
Yeah.
Get your pictures. Yes, you put them on Facebook. That's true and everything. But at the end of the day, if someone is using it for financial gain, that's where you need to make sure that you're covered.
Now, here's another thing. You know what? All you models out there, if you got nicknames, I'm going to tell you guys something right now. All you models out there, if you got nicknames, here's the most important. I'm going to tell the truth, and I'm going to say this because some other modeling companies don't want to share it, or they don't want to tell you, or they like to sugarcoat that information. Mm-hmm. Okay, the most important thing, if you have a nickname, get it copyrighted. Mm-hmm. Go to the U.S. copyrightoffice.gov. If you want to do it the old-fashioned way, it's $65. Yeah. If you want to do it online, it's $35. And also, to get your name trademarked for your image, you can go to the Secretary of State in your area. All you gotta do is download a trademark application, fill it out. What is your image just like? Send it in.
Yeah.
And here's another thing. I was, one of my co-hosts, Laura, on my radio show. There's another thing called a poor man's copyright. Your poor man's copyright. Put a date that you claim that name. Mail it to yourself. If somebody tries to use your image, don't open it. Take it to court.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
That's the simplest things ever, because it means a whole lot. Someone's name could be so close to yours and utilized. They could put in the wrong text or something in a hashtag and something else comes up, and that traffic is just pretty much geared to someone else who don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then you lost out on that.
I spoke to Tanasha.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Tanasha Clark? How you feeling?
Hey,
Tanasha B.
Hey.
Yeah, she asked me a couple of things about that. I told her I studied law, and and you gotta watch out. Some dude told her the wrong way about getting the copyright. So you cannot get a copyright. So that dude rubbed her the wrong way and gave her bad information. So I told Tanasha just to get a copyrighted trademark. It's simple. It's a piece of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's simple like that. And another thing about the models, I tell them all the time, make sure you have something like a trademark, like a shadow, like a different shadow, like whatever type of shadow that you got, like an image shadow. Like, let's say the Nike, like how Michael Jordan used this Nike shadow as an image. If you have a different image, get that trademark, get that copyright too, so nobody won't steal it. And another thing on social media, you have to keep the lips shut. You can't don't talk too much, because people say, "Oh, I want to set it this, I want to set it that." Come on, people will get tired of hearing it, because you're exposing yourself too much.
Energy. It's a different energy. You know what's so funny? I had a interview with a lady who was saying that she sometimes get emotional. She has her business, she has her company, she does her thing, and then sometimes she'll be posting like personal information or venting on her page. And I guess someone was like, you got to separate that. I was told that too, but I don't really do all that, extra. But the reality is that the energy, like say for instance, you're putting negative, this day, or this bad day, or I'm having this, whatever. People see that. And then if you're going around trying to present a positive image through your work or your brand and professionalism, it's kind of contradicting, because the true character within themselves is being displayed on the personal compared to what you are presenting out to the world, what you are. So that confuses a lot of people.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah, the most important thing now, if you're doing a casting call, like I'm doing a casting call for my show, Checking Out the Alice, so we're having some auditions coming up on August 12th. And I say a little bit of content, but I'm not going to give away too much of the content. I'll just say a little bit what the plot is. But don't give it away, because you're giving away too much TMI, too much information. And you're giving it away. And then some people ask me, I didn't get the whole details what it's about. And then when I call people that want to audition, I tell them we cannot give away too much information. So we just want to keep it simple. But if you get selected, and here's the dumbest thing.
What's that?
Let me tell you something. The dumbest thing, when you go into an audition, when you call and say, okay, they ask the dumbest thing. Let's say that, okay, what channel is gonna be on? What station? What network? That's the most stupidest things. And I had a caller that's when we audition. I say, number one, I say, first of all, you got to get past this audition first. You have not made the cuts yet. I said, you got to wait till August 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, I say, because I told her, look, you got other people that's trying to compete for the same role. You ain't even got there yet. Yeah, so that's a red flag. So if all you actors out there talk about what, when, and where, don't you even say that's a red flag, because that could offend the casting director. That could offend the producer. Now, here's another thing I want to share with the folks at home. When you prepare for an audition, when you see it on the casting call, the most important thing, what the producers ask you to do, send a headshot, resume, your information, your contact number. That's a very important thing. They want to see that what they ask you. But if they don't see the whole content that they requested, they're gonna delete your information.
All right, and one thing he just said of resume, we're not talking about work-wise 9 to 5 type resume jobs. We're talking about your entertainment resume. So basically, everything that you've done project-wise, you're gonna list it as a resume. So on this date, between this date, you did this show, or you've done this photography, or you've done this event, so that they can see your experience and your history. Some people don't have it. You're right. Some people come only with a headshot. This is their first, new time. Then let them know that. But for the most part, if you can get a resume, I think they call it a comp card.
Yes.
Comp card is very efficient, ladies. It has one picture of you on one side, and then it has, information about your stats, as well as, if you want to put anything or events that you've done. That's just like a little mini form of a resume, but it's pretty.
Let me share something. You know what? When people didn't have that, this is about a headshot, and they tell about, oh, this is my first time. You know what? I sent them home. I sent people home. I said, where's your resume? Active resume. I'm like, come on, man, this don't make no sense. Because they think they're going to get that part just because of their first time. And then when here's the part. When I judge an audition, when they stumble, that's a mistake. And I ask people, have you practiced your resume? And they say, yes, I did. I ask them, you stumbled twice, man. You keep forgetting your lines, man. Why you stumble? I say, you know what? You can't fool a casting director. You can't lie. You have.
If you know what you know, you would have come off very honest.
When you're doing your monologue, you have to be honest. You have to be prepared.
Unbelievable.
One stumble, if you do 1 or 2 stumbles at an audition, that's gonna cost you. That's gonna cost you. If they're gonna say like, man, thank you for your time. Thanks for coming in. Say your audition was okay, but you stumbled twice. Well, what happened?
Leads them to believe that you did not practice at home, and then it leads them to believe that you are not serious about the craft. And then the last thing is, why should they even think or consider you? 3 things that they asked of you, you did not do. Because if you came in there, you would have nailed it and been believable. Monologue it could be a page or 2, depending on what it is asking of you as an actor. So you really have to get into that one role and remember those things. A lot of people go back to reading and writing. It's not really, it's a
most important thing.
Foreign subject.
Yeah, the most important thing, you have to come in. You got to have that effort. You have to come and see if you're hungry. Like, I haven't had a meal in like 2 weeks. So, you got to be hungry when you come into these auditions. You have to put that excitement. You have to put that action. You have to be real. But if you're not real at audition, I can see. I was like, this dude didn't practice. I can see. And then sometimes, if you're horrible, I stop you. And then sometimes my casting assistant will say, what you think? Then I'll say what I think. I don't sugarcoat audition. I tell the truth. But the thing is, I don't say. Here's the thing I don't say. I said, okay, well, it's a bad audition, man. You didn't come prepared today, man. You just didn't come and you just wasn't ready. I say, where's the electricity? Where is that? I said, today I did not see it, man. Thanks for. I said, did I get picked? I said, no, man. We got other competitors coming. Thanks for coming. Get out. That's what these casting directors will say to you. Now, if you're not prepared with your craft, if you're not ready, it's 3 or 4 people like, hey, this dude ain't prepared. She or she not prepared. Y'all go home. I don't want to see y'all no more. That's how these casting directors are. Yeah. You have to be prepared when you come to an audition.
They don't have the time. Like, they got to go through a certain amount of people first in the first place. So if you don't even, like, within, like, that first minute, get them or give that type of energy or feeling that they want,
right,
it's not even going to go through. I've been through so many of them. I can tell you firsthand. It is nerve-wracking, and you could sometimes be so on point, meaning you got your work down, you know what you're going to say or whatever, and then you get in front of everyone and, like, freeze up. So that means that you need to do a little practice. Maybe go in front of people that you don't know or that's unbiased. Practice with them for a bit, and then that way you could prepare yourself for that. Definitely as a performer, because not everybody are used to being in front of a crowd. Even though they're like, oh, I want to be in this and I want to be in front of it, it's still practice behind it.
Right. And another thing I want to share real quick, I also give a shout out to Cassandra Spicy Batista,
Hey.
and I'm also involved in the inner city housing movement. I'm excited about that too. So
Right.
it's going to be great working with her. So we're putting things together. We're going to put the finishing touches of the upcoming documentary.
When is
and
that
everything.
finishing up? Because I know that she's doing the fundraiser next month at Applebee's.
Yep, tickets are still available if you guys are interested.
Yes.
And also, we do have a meeting tomorrow, and gonna talk about what's going on. So our plan is to put this the concert event together. There's a lot of artists coming together and putting things together,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a great thing because in case you haven't heard about it, there's a lot of people that has a low income and they can't afford air conditions.
Yeah.
And so her campaign, her rally is to get the word out and how we can get air conditioners for people that's on a fixed income. How the politicians could get involved, how we can help them and stuff like that. And right now everything is coming along well with the project. Everything is coming together, and I'm excited to be a part of it because you have to get the word out about it because it's gonna be a great campaign, and
And that's just the beginning. When they came on the show actually it was like about a week ago. The last show we did, the whole team was here. A couple of artists were there came too, and we were saying how just this one situation, they're working on bigger things to be more involved. Whether they have a block party, maybe this time they'll do the air conditioners. But guess what? There's other services and resources in that community that need help. We need to do something for the kids so that the kids have something to do in the summer. You know what I'm saying? So, same thing with research shops and workshops for men and women trying to enhance their education, or reading classes, to something that could be beneficial to the community.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're gonna have at our open house coming on July 8th. So I hope you guys got that information and wrote it down. That you folks that live in the Southern California area, I hope you guys jot that information down.
I'll definitely have the links on my page, and Edgar will have it. There's also a petition so that you can sign. So we need all supporters, everyone to just go put your name in and sign the petition to help us out. Okay.
Most definitely, and also for you folks, the air conditioner that's coming along real well too. I'm really excited to be a part of Spice's project, and we're also working on getting the concert together for August 29th. And a lot of people are coming on board with this project, and I'm so proud of her. And also, Spice appeared on my radio show recently with Friday Night Jam, and we did a Wednesday episode. And everything, like I said, when she was on our last show, the life started to change more.
Right. Because people are seeing it and then sharing it, and people who are for the cause and for the community, if you don't do something, it's gonna internally get you up because you know that you can do something. It could be the smallest thing, even if it's just an hour of your time to give back. That's something the universe sees that too. You know what I'm saying? And know the truth.
And also the thing is, hey, I want to do something. Let's say, for instance, I'll have I bought 100 toiletries, like toothbrush, hand sanitizers, put them in the rose wrap here, pass them out to some of the people that need. Here you go, and stuff like that. Hey, you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to be big like those celebrities. You can do something little, do something small, do something good for your community. And like I do, I spend my time on Sundays in the Long Beach area. I work at a computer lab assistant because it's for that's less fortunate people or homeless people with needs and stuff like that. And sometimes they want to look for the resources, and they might want to get a house or an apartment, and they ask, where can I start? And then I give them the best information as possibly can. If you need to get a housing or get an apartment, something where people need to go to. And also, there's lots of information out there, where people got to help themselves. They're like food banks or whatever,
Oh yeah.
different things, and
Closed mouths don't get fed. So at the end of the day, if you rather starve than go into a food bank and get something that can help feed your family, then I don't really know what to say, because there's too many things. It's just you have to ask around and take that pride out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many
yes,
things
there's
out there to help us.
resources. And here's another sad thing. I don't know. I was going home on a train one time, and these young mothers, I think they were in their 20s, and they had kids on a stroller, and they're like, could you spare some change so we can get something to eat? You know, I say, I see that all the time. And the problem is, you know, you got your food stamps or your GR income, and the whole problem, especially in our community, the fathers are gone. Where are they?
Yeah.
They take off. You're supposed to be supporting your kids, your family. See, that's why I came up with this project, checking out the Allens. I play a dad. I don't have kids in my life yet, but hey, you know, it's going to be a challenge, you know, between myself, and I want to give a shout out to Kimberly Rowland, the girl that plays my wife, and some of my other cast members, Mackenzie Jarrett, and it's gonna be a fun show, and plus you're gonna see a lot of challenges on the show too. So I'm really excited about that. And what made me to do checking out the Allens, you know, I was inspired by my father, Edgar Alexander Sr. I was inspired that, you know, because I was a kid. He taught me some things, and you know, he was a strict guy, you know, just like me and stuff like that. I'm like, and I say I'm paying homage to my father, and I was like, I'm gonna be just like him. It's gonna be something like entertaining,
so
you know.
dope.
You got to have, like I said, you got to have like my dad. My dad taught my brothers and our sisters, you know. He's a great dad, and I love you, Dad.
Aw,
I love you, Dad. I really love you, man, Pop, because, you know, you made me bring this show to life, because I'm not a father, but it's time to wake up.
You are. I understand where you're getting. Not to cut you off, but as a female who don't have kids either, background working with kids is different from being an actual parent hands-on. And I have both my mom and my father in my life. My mom, everything that I'm doing pretty much as an entertainment company, talent, models, and all that, that's what she did. So it's almost like I'm inspired by my mom. She used to work with Corrupt and Yo-Yo back in the day. She had a rap group. She's a ghostwriter. She would put my cousins in talent shows, and they would win all of them. So it's in me. Like, my mom's performing arts, everything that I do, I'm inspired through her. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for her exposing me to that industry or that side, the business part, I wonder where else. You know, where would that lead? Minus the education part. Because, again, I went to school, did the preschool education, school thing. It's fine. Don't get me wrong. I just took the knowledge and applied it to my own wisdom. Instead of going after and helping someone else company, I started my own so I can build a brand and a legacy for my family. Or when I decide to have kids, I have something to leave them.
Right. Now, the reason why I bring it up, checking out the Allens, like I said, I'm playing the dad. I'm excited about that. And there's so many stuff that's going on in the inner city.
Yeah.
Where's Daddy at? They're out at home, like I said, at home smoking that stuff. You know, you're not spending time with your kids, and you want to do different things. And right now, part of the African American generation in the inner city is lost. Yeah. Part of it. Now I see a little progress where fathers are being there for their children. Yeah. That's a little bit of progress, but we need to see more of it.
Lots more. I know that goes back to, like you said, resources and workshops, even for men. Like, it doesn't even have to just be based off of career-wise. It could be useful male and female conferences where we could sit down and talk as a whole about what can we do as a community building families. Right. You know what I'm saying? What are some of the issues that our men are dealing with, as well as for females? Because I feel like it's not one is worse or this is worse. We all are going through something within ourselves. And you understand, unless the fathers weren't in the home to show love to moms, and mom being able to know how to reciprocate it and actually submit and all that. This generation don't know it. Definitely this younger generation. So we even have seminars based for that, so that men and women can come and talk freely and open. Like, these are my issues, these are my problems, or why do they do this? They can have an advice outlet to be able to be like, okay, now I get it. Maybe I'm going to go home and try something different with my wife today. Or I'm going to go home and be different and see how me and my husband can work on these aspects, because you never think of it from that.
Yeah, so that's what our show is going to be about. And you'll see beautiful. A lot of laughs, a lot of things. You know, we want to make you guys laugh with checking out the Alice, because it's going to be very funny sitcom, because all these other African-American sitcoms they got out there, but, you know, they're garbage, you know, but it's time to bring something new. But
something new,
yeah, you're gonna see the difference.
Controversy, but yet in a comedic way, so you can, you know.
Yes, you're gonna see the difference. I'm excited about checking out the Islands, because it's a great show. You're gonna see something different, something original. A lot of stuff is very creative, you know, and you're gonna see what you haven't seen on television in a long time, or somewhere or anywhere you haven't.
Okay. Well, I have gotten so much information just talking to you today. A little bit of, you know, modeling stuff I need to, you know, work on. Hey, we all can learn. We never stop learning. So anytime you get some great wisdom, definitely take it in and apply it. Edgar, can you let all of our guests know where they can find you at, all your links and stuff?
Okay, right now you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Edgar1. And you can follow me at Facebook/Edgar the Talented One Alexander. Okay. I don't want to give out my personal Facebook page, but follow me at Edgar the Talented One, Facebook/Edgar the Talented One Alexander. Yep. So, and also once again, it's Instagram at Dr. Edgar1. Follow my production company, Facebook/RBE Entertainment Productions. Mm-hmm. Follow me there on that page, and we have so much stuff. And once again, come down and see us on July 8th at RBE Entertainment Open House from 12 noon to 2 o'clock, Saturday, July 8th. Once again, first come, first serve. We give away free pizza and water. Come down while supplies last. And once again, just don't come for the food. Come for the knowledge and the information.
Imply it. Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Oh, let me say something real quick. One more thing. I say this on the radio. I say this on television. And you guys listen. I say this every time on the radio when we close out our shows. May the Lord bless you at all times. Whatever you do, please don't do anything stupid. Do something positive and productive.
That's what's up. Well, as you clearly see, there's a lot of things in store for Mr. Edgar. So definitely follow his links. Check him out. If you see any pages or any events, I'll definitely be sharing them too. So you can contact me or him, models for the event. Definitely make sure you download the YSG app at the Google Play or the App Store, as well as follow us on our page, ysgnetwork.com. And also follow me back at coffeebrownent on Instagram, and on Facebook you can follow me at Coffee Brown Entertainment, so we can keep you updated with all of our upcoming events and things that we got going. Okay? All right then, so this has been a great one today. I'll see you next week, but coffee first.
Thanks for having me. My pleasure. God bless you all.
Bye.
What a show.
Yes, we made it work.
Yeah, a lot of feeding good information.
So you should be going to commercial.
Jump in the car, then I'm on you with it.
Over, come scoop me.
Man, I'm on MW, bro.
Alright.
Brakes. Tell baby, bow down. I ain't stunting these hating, bro. Bow down.
soul for a couple little months. She see me, she grouping. I see her, I'm moving. Cause I'm never with the fake stuff till I bow down to the movement. On the wave, yeah, I'm grooving. She want me, can't do it. Team headed to the top like it's JetBlue, we booming. They call me the Prince of LA. If you not down, then why you hit in my space? Only rocking with the real. Everything got the feel. And I'm waving off vibes, so you know what's the deal.
Telling me she need me. In a garden full of snakes, tryna look out for the snakes. Look out for the snakes. Put my foot up on the brakes. Tell baby, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't stunning these hating, bro. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't worried about this gold dip. Bow down, bow down. Flying with my top back, 4 Giottos wrapped around Pirellis, that be rough flat. I can paint a picture talking nigga with a dumb flat. Talking with my Honda, homemade but on chef it up like Benny Hondas. Roscoe's Waffle House is definitely where you can find us. Jizzle with the flow, cool breeze, no Bahamas. And we getting to the money on my money. Run it, run it, run it. I get to the digits, the thoughts they running. They was empty with it, get it like nothing. I'm ready to be hating, but he was just riding through weed, he telling me she need me. In the garden full of snakes, tryna look out for the snakes. Look out for the snakes. Put up on the brakes. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't stunning these hating, bro. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't worried about this gold dip. Bow down, bow down.
I'm from the land where the trees sway. Grinding for the money, I would never care what she say. Pockets filling up, birds got my stuff on replay. The buzz going up, girls flying through the doorway. I would never do you wrong, I would never treat you wrong. Girl, you try to play me, better double think about it. All your friends bound down, you see who the man now. Girl, you tryna come back, I gotta think about it. You slide in my DM, I leave you on red and act like I didn't see it. Don't wanna talk to you, don't want no part of you, cause you like the rest. You got too comfortable.
Telling me she need me. In the garden full of snakes, tryna look out for the snakes. Look out for the snakes. Put my foot up on the brakes. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't stunning these hating, bro. Bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I ain't worried about this gold digger. Bow down, bow down.
Pushing, keep marketing, keep networking, keep promoting yourself. You got to do it. Just don't put off